a believer. Got to drop, man, got to drop, man.
Welcome to 600 seconds, the hot 600. 600 seconds is on the clock. We got one topic to talk about, and that topic today is what you see in the ring right now, the ECW Universe Mode. And I wanted to talk about the ECW Universe Mode on this episode of the Hot 600 for a couple of reasons. The biggest reason is, honestly, I wanted to address some things that people have been having questions about, little concerns about, if you will, and that being why I haven't really used ECW legends like Tommy Dreamer, Raven, the Sandman. The list can go on and on and on. And honestly, the reason why I haven't used any legends pretty much is because, well, I'm visualizing this ECW Universe Mode as the ECW of today. If you go back and listen to ECW Exposed on the WWE Network, Paul Heyman talks about the fact that if the ECW brand would have kept going, kept evolving, then he would have moved the company more towards like a Ring of Honor style, an Evolve style, something where it was very much not hardcore based, but the pure wrestling was going to carry them through, which you could see a lot of traces of that in 2001. The hardcore stuff, it was dying out. It really was dying out if you go back and look at the 2001, even though there's not that much. If you go back and look at that like late December, November 2000 into early 2001, then you can see clearly where they were going with the product. And honestly, that's what I'm trying to replicate here. And the first 6 episodes, we're going to talk about this now as well. The first 6 episodes, so episode 1 through 6, which the last episode was the pay-per-view, consider that more of like a prologue, if you will, because I did every episode daily for 6 days in a row, and it was insane, for one. 2, basically, I wanted to just show off the characters that were being used in ECW. I wanted to get you guys familiar with the characters that would be used in Extreme Championship Wrestling, the Universe Mode series. So once that was done and we hit the pay-per-view, I kind of want to move it back. I want to kind of move it to a weekly schedule, but I'm also not sure. Maybe a not bi-weekly, pause. Maybe like twice a week. I'm thinking maybe twice a week is a good look. And starting that after a week after the pay-per-view, and maybe taking a weekish off after the pay-per-view, just to let the pay-per-views always sink in to the new viewers to the series. I think that's a good idea. Because with it not being daily, I'd be able to do a lot more edits, which would be good, because like we could do a lot of good angles and stuff like that. It wouldn't just be match, promo, match, promo, match, promo. Even though, I mean, I really love the way that the ECW promos are being done right now in the Universe Mode series, which if anyone ever had a question about how they're done, I made the curtain graphic in Photoshop, and then I just have a green screen arena made, basically, where it's a green Titantron lowered to the floor, and I stand the wrestlers in front of it, and then I record it. So that's pretty much all the way the promos are done. But I love the way that they look, and I just feel like overdoing them is going to make them kind of you know, kind of eh. And I don't want them to be kind of eh. I want them to be great. I want every single time you see an ECW promo, I want it to be great. So, to fix that problem, I feel like what we can do is we can start running some angles here and there, maybe even a couple in-ring promos, maybe a couple out-of-ring promos. Hopefully, with this patch that's coming up for the Rising Stars pack, hopefully it fixes Alpha Mask and the highlight reel feature, so that way we don't have to save a clip to save the Alpha Mask, and we can just hit B like we used to be able to, and then we can keep the Alpha Mask while still changing the camera angles up and everything, because that's the way highlight reel should have been used to begin with. So I understand why they patched it, because they thought that the way they set it up is the better way, but it's not. The way that we previously were able to get to via the glitch is easily the best way for highlight reel to be. Hopefully they fix it, because I know a lot of creators were complaining about it, so hopefully they fix it with this patch that's coming up for the Rising Stars pack, but nothing's known for certain. If they do fix it, that's going to make my life with this Universe Mode so much easier, man. It's going to make my life so much easier, because we're going to be able to get Alpha Mash camera angles. That's why, if you noticed, if you're a fan of the My Career series, you'll notice that Nitro's My Career has kind of kind of been stagnant a little bit in what I've been doing. I haven't really been able to do everything that I want to do because there's no alpha mask anymore, basically. And I really don't like saving the clips and going into highlight reel mode because I feel like it just takes down the quality of the clips. So really, I mean, if they bring back Alpha Mask, that's going to be a big thing for the ECW Universe Mode series as well as the My Career series. Speaking about the ECW Universe Mode series, man, something that I really want to bring in is a ranking system. Now, if you go back on my channel, I know this is very, 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 very old. I did a TW series for like a couple episodes. And I did something called, you can look it up in the YouTubes, you can look it up, the TW 2016 Apex Wrestling, APEX Wrestling Rankings. I want to do something like that, but obviously that was like 3-4 years ago, and I can obviously edit a lot better now. So I want to do something like that with the ECW Universe Mode series because I think having a ranking system would be pretty dope. And we'd be able to send camera angles and stuff like that, or send camera shots to like someone in like a studio, and they could be talking about the rankings, and that would be cool segments. Something else, shout out to Brandon Does Everything, because I hit Brandon up, I asked him about it, and he said that I had a little fear. And the reason why you haven't seen any women's promos yet is because I really didn't know what I wanted to do with that, if I wanted to do text-based promos or just continue doing the voice style promos, which everyone voted on the community page of my YouTube channel before I even started this universe. Everyone voted that they wanted to see voice promos, not text promos, which is dope because I love doing. I don't script any of the promos that I do for anything. I don't script any of those promos. I just go off the top. I go off the top for every single one, and that counts for my career series. That counts for the Universe Mode series. I just go off the top of the dome, for better or for worse, basically. So with the women's promos, I've always it's been weird for me because it's like, well, do they want to look at Becky Lynch on screen and then hear my voice cutting the promo? And then it's like, I think I was just overthinking it, which Brandon pretty much assured me I was just overthinking it, and I should just go ahead and start off with the voice promos for the women. So be expecting some of the women's promos to be starting up on ECW Universe Mode Episode 7, which, by the way, that is coming out. It's not being withheld, as you just heard a little bit ago. I just want to give a little bit of time between the pay-per-view and the next episode to let the pay-per-view sink in. The episode is coming out soon. The reason why I haven't done it yet is because, let's talk about wrestling real quick. We had Wrestle Kingdom, then you had New Year's Dash, now you got TNA Homecoming, then you got the Fight Club Pro Tokyo show, and then you got NXT UK TakeOver, then you got NXT TakeOver, then you got the Royal Rumble. It's a big month for wrestling, man. It's a big month. And the reason why the Wrestle Kingdom and New Year's Dash shows screwed me over was because, well, to watch them, you gotta stay up ever so late, so it completely messed my sleep schedule up on what I was doing to make content, which, I mean, that does go hand in hand with ECW Universe Mode. Now, I wasn't planning on doing the ECW Universe Mode daily every day, because well, alright, let me take that back. I did want to do it daily every single day, but at the same time, like, getting into it, I was realizing that it was becoming very formulaic, and I really don't want it to become formulaic. I want it to be spontaneous. I want you to feel like anything can happen at any single time. So to do that, I do feel like bringing it back to maybe twice a week or maybe once a week is going to be the best move, because then, like I said, we can do segments. We can do like stuff like, I don't know, like how Delzinski does contract signings and stuff like that. We can do stuff like that. We could do dope segments where like we have in-ring stuff happening. Like after a match happens, somebody could get attacked. We can do stuff like that if I had a little bit more time to do it. Now, doing it daily in a way that Gordon Perkins does it is actually the way that I was thinking about wanting to portray the Universe Mode series at first, but realizing that it was becoming really formulaic for my taste, it wasn't really the best idea, I feel like, for me. So that's why we're going to go to a twice a week or once a week schedule. We'll have to find out. Right now you see the ECW Television Champion Mustafa Ali, and you see the ECW World Champion EC3 in the ring. And to give another example real quick, in the last 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50 seconds is, I don't plan who's going to win the matches at all. It's AI versus AI, and whatever happens, happens. I like how spontaneous it is. I like that I can't plan anything too far ahead. So I like that. I like that it's just AI versus AI. Did I want EC3 to win the ECW World Championship? Yes. Why? You're going to have to find out. But did I expect him to beat Samoa Joe and Drew McIntyre in that three-way dance? Never in my life. I did not expect him to defeat both of them. Did I want Mustafa Ali to be the ECW television champion? Actually, I was okay with him, Gargano, or Dream being champion. But like I said, man, AI versus AI, I can't control it. And with that said, that is the Hot 600 right there. Mustafa Ali picks up the Iron Man match win on this episode. I appreciate everyone that tuned in. If you are new, go hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 3K. If you already subscribed, go hit that bell so every single time we upload. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And as always and forever, this has been the Hot 600. And I don't really got an outro for this episode, so we're just gonna keep it simple. And as always and forever, take it easy, guys. Peace.